Sir, may I come in?
Yes,
Good morning, sir.
good morning, Diksha. Sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Diksha Sarkar. So, Diksha, tell me about yourself.
Uh, Sir, my name is DIKSHA Sarkar. I come from Karimganj district of Assam, which has now been officially renamed as Shri Bhumi. I have done my secondary and senior secondary studies from Maharishi Vidyamandir, Karimganj. Thereafter, I pursued graduation in botany from Pragjyotish College. And after the completion of my graduation in 2022, I started preparing for the civil services examination. And this is my first attempt in APSC. Also, my hobbies include cooking and dancing.
Recently, name of Karimganj got changed.
Yes, sir.
What is the reason behind that?
So back in 1919, Kaviguru Rabindranath Tagore, he visited the undivided portion of Karimganj, which was erstwhile the part of Sylhet district. And when he visited the region, he wrote one poem where he described the beauty of the region and named it as Shri Bhumi. And also for the reason that Karimganj does not hold any historical significance, so the government of Assam took this decision to change this name as Shri Bhumi in the honor of Kaviguru Rabindranath Tagore.
Hmm. Can you please tell me some work of Rabindranath Tagore?
Yes. So as we all know that he is the first Indian to who received a Nobel Prize in Literature, and for his eminent work, which is Gitanjali, in English it is known as the Songs Offering. He also played an instrumental role in the introduction of Rabindra Sangeet, then Rabindra Nitya, and various forms of art as well as music. Um, so that's what I can recall at this moment.
Do you think that he played a very significant role in freedom struggle?
Yes, sir. I believe he was not only a prominent poet but was also a great freedom fighter from Bengal because he played a various great roles in bringing the Bengal Renaissance during the times of Swadesi movement.
Like,
During the Swadesi movement, he started some melas where indigenous crafts were displayed, and he ensured people and he asked people to let go of the British dominated market products which were available back then, and he inspired people to go for local products. So that way, he inspired the Swadeshi movement.
hmm. Acha, your academics are very good. Why do you want to join civil services?
So there are various reasons. So first reason would be in the initial times, the first reason was to get some financial security. But as I was growing up, I always had this thing that I want to do something for the downtrodden section, but not having the enough resources at my disposal, I could not fulfill my aspirations to the fullest. So I believe civil service is something which will give me the required authority and the necessitated resources in order to do something for the sections, especially for the poor sections of the society. And civil service is something I believe it would give me complete self-satisfaction. So that is the reason why I want to join civil services.
Acha, you are so young. You are preparing for civil services since 2022, right?
Yes, sir.
Right after your graduation.
Yes.
So, are you also preparing for UPSC?
Yes, sir.
So you will leave us once you will get selected.
No, sir. So I always had this thing in my heart that I want to do something for the people. And I think it is a great opportunity if I start with my state itself, because with more experience, I will learn how to do the work more efficiently in terms of administration. So I think it is a great opportunity, and I'll be more than happy to serve my state first. And after gathering adequate amount of experiences, I'll if I get the opportunity, I'll go for the all India services as well, so that I can cater to the needs of people at large.
So, are you interested in opting Assam and Meghalaya as your cadre if you get selected into All India services?
Yes, sir, my first preference would be Assam Meghalaya cater.
Okay. From your service preference, what I am deducing that you have put police service at a very low position. May I
Yes, sir.
know the reason behind that?
Yes, sir. So my first preference was is actually Assam Civil Services, because I believe it is going to provide me a variety of job opportunities that I'll be able to work to various departments, and that is the main goal why I want to join civil services. And the reason why I put Assam Police Services at the fifth position is because I believe I am more of a problem solver and I have the abilities of critical analysis. So I think if I come to ACS posts or financial services or the other taxes or excise posts, so I'll be able to do my work more prominently. And the other candidates who must have put Assam Police Services as their first preference, I believe they are more physically agile, so they can perform their duties at their best of their abilities. So that is the reason why I put Assam Police Service at the fifth preference.
Action. Uh, Looking into your service preference, what I am using is that you put police service at a very low rank. May I know the reason behind that?
Yes, sir. So I believe revenue is the backbone of administration, because in Kautilya's Arthashastra, he also described that the revenue system is more important than other aspects if you want to run an efficient administration. And also because I believe that I am a better problem solver and I have critical analytical abilities. So I think my skills and my abilities align more with the finance services and the Assam civil services. So that is the reason why I put all the services above the Assam Police Service.
Okay. So presently, what you are doing for your livelihood, or you are earning?
Yes, sir.
May I know the source?
So currently, I am kind of working as a freelancer, that I am creating content on YouTube through which I generate some amount of money, which is fine enough for taking all the expenses.
Okay. So how many subscribers you have?
The to 25,000 subscribers I have
My
currently.
God. So you are also a social media influencer, right?
I won't say that I am an influencer. I believe social media influencer is not something to influence people. Rather, it should do the work of inspiring people in the right path. So I
So
would say
what
that I
kind
am a
of
content
content you
creator.
create?
What's up?
What kind of content you create over there?
I create content about the civil services examination. So initially, I was facing some sort of financial constraints in my personal life, and since my mom is the only bread earner of my family, and also she is a single parent, so I always wanted to do something. I also tried taking tuitions, and I also opted for the Byju's faculty job, but I found it very difficult to continue my studies and take time for my studies. So initially, I came up with this plan of going for content creation, where I make study labs videos of me studying. So this way, I'm able to uh, increase my study hours, and by portraying the same thing in YouTube, I'm also able to generate some sort of income through which I'm able to help my mother.
So I can say that blogging is also your passion or hobby.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You didn't mention that in your introduction wala section. Acha, uh, can you please give a brief introduction about Ras Mahotsav?
Okay. So Ras Mahotsav is one of the greatest festivals that are celebrated in Assam, and it also has some sort of cultural significance. It is an annual festival which is mainly celebrated in the island of Majuli and also in some districts like Nalbari, Barbeta, etc. So the festival is mainly aligned with paying tribute to the Lord Krishna, which is being done by enacting certain plays, which is known as the Ras Leela. In the Ras Mahotsav, some sort of exhibition is also being held where the local potteries and the masks or the indigenous artifacts of our region are displayed. So I think it is one of the it belongs to one of the cultural heritage of Assam, because it plays an important role in the tourism aspect of the state as well, because various tourists from West Bengal also come to visit and see and celebrate this festival.
So presently you are residing in Kamrup district, right?
Yes, sir.
Can you please something about or the energy that you have felt? Have you visited Ma Kamakhya temple?
Yes, sir.
Uh, Tell me something about that.
So Ma Kamakhya Mandir is one of the ancient temples in Assam, and it holds very religious significance because It is the one of the 51 Shakti Peeths which is being present in the northeastern region as a whole, and it sees varied amount of influx of varied amount of influx of devotees from all over the country during the Ambubachi Mela, which is being held in the month of June. It is being said that when Ma Sati expired, so she, the Lord Shiva, he was roaming by carrying her dead body. So in order to calm him down, Vishnuji sent his Sudarshan Chakra, who cut the pieces of her body into various parts. And the yoni of Ma Sati, it fell in the Nilachal hills, and hence it became Ma Kamakhya temple, where Ma Kamakhya Devi is being revered by all the sections of the people, from Assamese to Bengali and to Bodos and other communities as well.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell me something about Ambubachi Mela and how does it signifies women empowerment kind of thing?
So Ambubachi Mela is being celebrated in the month of June, and it is being believed that during this month, Ma Kamakhya undergoes the cycle of menstruation, and during that time, the Garbhagriha is being closed for 3 days, and after that, the clothes which are used to cover the stone part, is being distributed in the form of prasad. So this is one of the major events of the Ambubachi Mela, which sees a huge amount of the influx of devotees from all over the country. So I think it not only holds cultural significance, but it also has economic significance for our state, because it is boosting the tourism sector of the state as well.
Okay. Acha, which is the recently Assam government has launched several schemes. Which
Yes.
is your favorite scheme?
So if I have to choose between all the existing schemes, so my favorite scheme would be the Nijut Moina scheme. So I think in the implementation of this scheme, the government has approached for the two-pronged strategy, where they are trying to not only give prominence to women education, but it is also being envisaged to curb the issue of child marriage in Assam.
Mm. So presently, a very burning issue is caste-based census.
Yes.
Even leader of opposition is pitching that thing in every election. What is
Yes.
your opinion on that?
So the socio-economic caste census, which was being done during the times of Congress itself in 2011, it was basically done to delineate or to identify those people who belong to the socio-economically disadvantaged groups, and to bring out targeted policies in order to uplift them and bring them into the mainstream society. But recently, the discussions over it, I think it is mainly in order to get some political recognition or to get some political consensus. And I think if the results of the socioeconomic caste census are made live, it will lead to the revival of divisive policies which we have seen in the earliest decades. For example, the politics of Kamandal versus Mandal politics. That is the BJP government-led politics, as well as between the Mandal politics, which was more prevalent in the central portion of India, in the districts of Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, we can say.
Acha, there are several foundational values for civil services. Select any two most important values that a civil servant must possess.
So the recommendations which are being made by the Nolan Committee, I believe all the values are important and should be imbibed in all the civil servants. But if I have to choose two values out of all, so first would be integrity and second would be compassion.
Mm, tell us something about that. How do you feel that it is good for administration in public administration context?
Taking the case of integrity, I think integrity should be imbibed in all the civil servants so that they can do their work more properly and without getting into corruption, getting into the instances of corruption. I believe integrity is doing the right thing even no one is watching. So I think integrity imbibes in all the civil servants a sense of accountability to the public, so they do their duty more effectively without having the interest of any personal gains. And talking about compassion, I think compassion is something which should be upheld by all people, not only civil servants, but by all the citizens of India, and be compassionate towards their people in their surroundings or the general public at large, so that we can build an India based on the ideals of brotherhood.
Okay. Yeah. Very good. Your interview is over. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.